So yeah, that's it. We're relegated. It's all gone. It's over and done with. Why? Because we couldn't beat Aston Villa for the second time this season. Do you know who can't beat Aston Villa in the Premier League? Only one team, Newcastle. And that's why we deserve to go down. But I'm actually more pissed off now than what I was earlier in the season, because I'd accepted it then. I was like, oh, you know what it is? It'd be good to get rid of all this deadwood. We'll go down to the Championship. We'll sort our shit out. Hopefully we might get the club sold to someone who actually wants to run the club properly. You know, you never know what could happen. I thought it might be for the best. But now, Rafa Benitez has come in, 5 undefeated. He's shown that with a little bit of know-how, this club could be turned around easily. But it's too little, too late. The players have let us down again. Couldn't beat Villa, man. Fucking Villa. And now we've got to sit back and hope that Everton and Watford, I think it's Watford, can beat Sunderland. So what could have happened? The pair of them are playing for nothing. Sunderland are playing like their fucking life depends on it, let's be honest. So Sunderland are going to beat at least one of those teams, will be relegated. It'll be all over and fucking done with. Rafa Benitez, instead of him staying and getting rid of all the deadwood and transforming the club and getting back into the top 10, is probably going to leave and go to somewhere he belongs, a good club that he deserves to be at. And instead, I'll be sat in the Championship next season watching Jack fucking Colback. We started the Aston Villa game with Cisse and Wijnaldum up front. Now, those two cunts, I'd like to call them a waste of a shirt, that waste of skin, those two fuckers. I mean, what they've done in the Newcastle shirt for all that money, that should be robbery, that. They should be getting community service for what they've done in that shirt. 45 minutes against the worst team in the league, and that is the best you can fucking come up with. Yous are fucking pathetic. I hope those two rats are the first off the ship this summer. Genie Wijnaldum, you know what it is? I completely misjudged you. You are an absolute sack of shit, you. You've got this reputation. Bollocks. You don't deserve to be at a club like Newcastle. You're a grey man, you fade in the background, you contribute fuck all. And I would warn any Premier League club of signing this cunt. But I hope someone just watches the highlight reel and decides to waste a bit of money on this sack of shit. And as for Cisse, you aren't even as good as Genie Wijnaldum. So how bad does that make you? You have the worst touch I have ever seen on a striker in my life. Control of the ball. Pathetic. You win nothing in the air. You cannot hold the ball up. When the ball does come to you, you panic like fuck. There's a rumour going round like you know where the goal is. You're fucking shit at finishing. You had one fucking lucky hot streak in the Premier League and you've been dining out on that for fucking months. You are pathetic. My only saving grace at half time after watching what was as bad as any 45 minutes of football as I've ever seen in my entire life was that Sunderland were losing to Chelsea 2-1. Norwich had already lost to Man United. Thank you, Juan Mata, for trying to do these useless cunts a favour. Sunderland had a fucking amazing goal scored for them, but Costa and Matic had made it 2-1. So I'm thinking to myself, alright, everything's going in our favour. All we've got to fucking do is score a bastard goal. The second half starts and Rafa brings on Mitrovic for Cisse, an absolute no-brainer. Mitrovic contributes so much more instantly, pushes the defence back 10 yards, starts winning the ball in the air and laying it off to the attacking midfielders and making things happen. We have a cross come in, deflected into the path of Jack Colback. It's an absolute sitter. It's blasted over the bar. I'd have been much more surprised if he'd put it in the back of the net, to be honest. He is fucking useless. And I look at him and I just think, oh God, you're our next Stevie Taylor, aren't you? You're going to be the token Geordie that we'll struggle to get rid of for the next 10 fucking years. That's who he is. He's the next Stevie. He's Stevie Taylor too. That's who he is. But anyway, Mitrovic gets a couple of really good chances. One ball that loops over the defence, he follows it in and he chips it over the keeper but over the bar as well. Another chance comes in, crossed into him. He wins the header brilliantly, but it goes wide. A lot of criticism went his way for chances he should be finishing, no doubt about it. But let's be honest here, would it even have the chances if Cisse was there? No. We've bought a 21-year-old striker from Anderlecht to be our main striker, our main goal scorer this season in his first Premier League season. Mental. That is why, exactly why, I was screaming in the summer, Premier League proven striker, go and get him. You know, how many times in videos did I say this? It's fucking no-brainer. A fucking stupid cunt fan like me on YouTube has been screaming it. And I don't think that Mitrovic was a bad buy. I don't know how many other people. I mean, I think he's got like the same goals and assist ratio is Martial this season, who's apparently been an amazing signing. So I don't think he's been a bad buy, but he is clearly more of a target man who needs a goal scorer to play off him. Somebody like a Jermaine Defoe, as much as I hate to admit it, like a Shane Long, to win the ball and to make space for a little fast finisher to run in behind. That is, Mitrovic with that, it's dynamite, but you know, whether we'll ever see that or not's another thing. So the game ends 0-0, and as if I couldn't be more fucking sick of me life, I find out that Sunderland have come from behind and beat Chelsea 3-2. Now, in football, you get these moments that like a right kick in the fucking balls. And that was one of those moments for me. I'm sat there wondering, why the fuck do I do this to myself? Why do I love this club so much when they keep letting us fucking down this badly? And there's Sunderland, who are fucking shit, digging themselves out of a bad situation, living up to the fans' expectations and doing their fans proud. And yeah, we are. Can it beat fucking Villa? We can't score one goal against Aston Villa. And they're putting 3 past Chelsea. Fuck off. Fuck off. So now, Sunderland are going to play Everton. And I've got no faith in Everton whatsoever. Everton don't like us anyway. They'll probably fucking concede goals just for the fucking crack. But, you know, they've been shipping goals for fun lately. I look at the positional sense of Everton. You know, under Moyes, it was so strict. You know, they had a very decent defence. Nobody wanted to play Everton under Moyes. Nobody. But under Martinez, you know you're going to get chances. The positional sense of that defence is shambolic at best. And if they keep playing the way they have been playing this season, Jermaine Defoe will have a fucking field day against Everton. You know, as much as I hate to admit it, Sunderland have just had too much for in the end. They've fought throughout the season. We've only just started fighting now. You can't start fighting at the end of the fucking season, man. They've had enough quality to chip away and get goals in Defoe and players like that throughout the season just to get enough points on the board. We've only just started showing quality now. It's too fucking late, man, honestly. So when, you know, we have a game like this, where Townsend has an off day, and then, as usual, players like Sissoko, Wijnaldum, Perez don't show up, Mitrovic can't finish, they're bound to capitalise. They're bound to fucking capitalise. I credit to Benitez, but he's not a fucking miracle worker. You can't put talent into talentless twats. Whereas Big Sam, this is his bread and butter. Relegation scraps are his bread and butter. And he's fish and chips as well, while he's stood there. You know what I mean? So, it's just fucking shit, lads.